Jacob, Brett from the Brett Allen Show. How's
What's
it going?
going on, man? I'm all right, dude. How you doing?
Doing good. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am so
Thank you.
excited for you in this project. I
Thank
think
you.
this is a fun and exciting departure from the
Yeah.
Spider-Man films. And now you
Thank
get
you,
to,
man.
you did so good in those, but this is an opportunity for fans of
Yeah.
yours to see you in a different role,
Yeah.
leading the helm in a project. How does
Yeah.
it feel to have this done now and for fans to be able to watch?
Oh, I mean, it's exciting, man. We've waited a long time for it to come out, and I think that we've done such hard work. You know, the cast and the crew have done so well, and I really, really believe that people will pick up on that. And it's just overwhelming. You know, I think that sometimes when you do a project, you forget about it for a bit, and then when press comes around and people start watching it and seeing it, you're like, oh, right, I fucking did that the other day. Right, that's really crazy. But I think just for my own personal growth, I would say that it's truly been a beautiful experience.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a chance to watch a few episodes and
Right.
you do such a good job. I think there is a lot of things in this that people will get. There's humor, there's
Yeah.
heart,
Yeah.
there's relationships, but
Yeah.
really overall, it's just a fun story for people to be
Absolutely.
able to get a chance to watch.
Thank you,
What
man.
attracted you to this project in particular and made you
Yeah.
decide that you wanted to be a part of it?
I just really like the message that we're trying to put out there. I think that it's based on the books Fat Vampire from
Yeah.
Johnny B. And I think that I feel like there's not a lot of stories like this out there. The sort of idea of putting fat shaming to rest and self love and understanding that all these sort of fluffed up Hollywood heroes are not the be all and end all of what it means to be the hero. So
Yeah.
um, those are the main things that I really liked. And I also enjoyed the story. It's a really, really good show. It's like a roller coaster story. And I think that people will really enjoy that too.
Yeah. So speaking of, you make a departure from such a massive series into something
Right.
like this.
Right.
As a storyteller, what are some of the things that are going through your head when you're going from, say, a massive studio picture to
Yeah.
something like this on the Syfy, where now you're the lead
Yeah.
and all of that sort of
Yeah.
responsibility falls
Yeah.
on your shoulders, so to speak, to carry a
Yeah.
series, which you do an
Yeah.
amazing job, by the way. I mean, there's
Thank you,
no
man.
reason why, but
I appreciate you.
I
Thank
think
you,
people
man.
would be interested to hear that.
Yeah, I think for the difference, I would say, is the responsibility. Obviously, I think that when you're like the name of the show, it's sort of like you all of a sudden have like, even it may not even be outside pressure per se, but it's a lot of pressure you put on yourself. I think that we all as performers and people in the industry really like put ourselves in a really critical space because we are our own worst critics, obviously.
Sure.
Um, but it's I think with bigger movies, with big studio movies, I think for lack of a better like phrase, I would say that we're more about just like getting a sort of general idea of what it is to be human. But with like this show, I was really afforded the opportunity and space to really explore the human condition. Like
Yeah.
to be traversing through relationships and friendships and controversy and the sort of societal stigma that people like me have. Those sort of things, and that's a very human experience that I really enjoyed portraying.
Yeah, I think that's great. I love the way that you say that because, yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, in this, there really is a love letter to people to be like,
Self-love.
hey,
Yeah.
self-love is really where it's at, and
Yeah.
even myself
Absolutely.
and other people who struggle with that, I feel like,
Yeah.
although it's a fun, spooky genre type of show, I think
Yeah.
there's way more to it. And
Yeah.
I think that's where people will really latch on to this.
Thank
No
you.
pun intended, but
Yeah.
have
For
a good
sure.
time. Well, this has been a pure pleasure chatting with you, Jacob. It's
Thank you,
been
man.
fun watching
Thank you.
you, just your career. And I'm
Thank you.
so happy for you that you just have this opportunity to
Thank
really
you, man.
shine as a
Thank you.
storyteller. Congratulations,
Appreciate
my
it. Thank you
friend.
so much, man. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your
All
time,
right.
Jacob.
Thank you.